Hello everyone, I'm Biak and now I would like to share about the ethos, pathos, and then logos, and then their examples, and then how they affect our public speaking. So firstly, as for the definition, for ethos is like it's known as the appeal to authority, kind of like, or appeal to persuade to credibility of something or someone. So this is the method of in which a person relies on their credibility or character when making a appeal or argument. So for the pathos, it's kind of like emotions, so it's like appeal to emotions or appeal to sense, and then kind of like mostly psychology. So it mostly referred to like the method of trying to persuade an audience or the viewers by eliciting like some kind of emotional reaction or responses. So third is for logo, so it's known as like appeal to reasons. It's kind of like more logical, critical, and then it involves like facts, information, lot, or reasons needing to support an argument or to persuade the audience. So they are the short summary of the characters. And then for the second question, the Mary Fisher mentioned in her Mary Fisher speech that we can see all three types of them in her one speech. So we can also see, firstly we can see that ethos. So in Mary Fisher explain her like life about the personal life about how HIV patient in the Philadelphia hospital, and how she was rejected by the other healthy person, even including in her family or in-law. And then she also, for at those points, she explained about her integrity to teach children not to discriminate HIV or AIDS patient like her or like other people, because and then so later her family realized, and then they started to care about or re-support about Mary Fisher about her HIV disease, and then they started to give a strong mind and motivate her to survive or heal from the HIV disease. So that's about ethos in her speech. And then for the pathos point, Mary Fisher's speech about the HIV patients are not human, so it's kind of like, or are humans, it's kind of like more emotional senses. So we should not discriminate that kind of patients. We should not judge, or we should not like afraid of them. For instead of them, we should support or compassionate, or like we should take care about them in as much as we can. And then for the other pathos point or emotional point, she said that the same kind of HIV family like her like help each other so that they can even heal in time by time. And then others see that we should not worry or depressed if we have HIV. So and then she also mentioned about that the audiences or the viewers or like the supporters always motivate or spread the courage from them, and the audience prayer, the audience jokes, and then the audience support give her blessings to heal her HIV. She pointed like that. And then for the logos point, she mentioned about the Mary Fisher. Mary Fisher mentioned about like the HIV infected populated statistics, like most of the populations, how many like the number of populations that care about the HIV patients. And then the HIV is kind of like HIV travels and then transfer disease, so it kills people in silence like that. So she explained about with logical way, critical way. And then okay, so and then she also mentioned about that we must not ignore the HIV patients, but we have to support them because there are a lot of the reality. I choose logos because it can be effective in arguments or public speakings, because in theory it's impossible to argue against truth or facts or information, so that's why it will be the most effective in publics, the most important point. And then most of the audience are like more likely to agree with the speaker, who can provide strong or factual evidence that show their position is correct. So for the opposite is also true. So So if a speaker that presents a lot of supporting evidence and data on the audience is likely to come across as knowledgeable and someone to be listened to, so they can even earn us bonus point in logo scale. So that's why I choose this logos point.